You have no idea how excited I am to play this DLC. I'm going off script because I generally adore this, and it's been almost 10 years since I played it, so I'm so freaking excited and I hope you all are ready. I'll be doing something a bit different in this episode. I'll be making some comparisons and pointing out lines that are similar to what this DLC is based on. The BTS episode, Heart of Ice, which just happens to be my all-time favorite episode of that show. I'll share my full thoughts at the end, and I also have a special guest joining me today.
Hi guys, I'm that guy Aqua, and today I'm going to be joining Mrs. Analysis here to show you a bunch of cool things you might have missed in Cold Cold Heart.
He'll be popping in periodically to share his takes because he loves this DLC just as much as I do. So grab a blanket, maybe some cocoa, and get comfortable because the temperature is about to drop. As much as I love we see Nora first here, just like in the episode, and then watch Victor walk up to her as the second figure on screen, perfectly paying homage to the opening of Heart of Ice, part of me wishes he had spoken just a little bit, even a brief line before maybe revealing the iconic snow globe he holds, especially since we do see it later in his lab. That would have been incredible. That said, this is purely wishful thinking on my part. I promise I'm not knocking this at all. It's a detail that I already love, and just imagining how it could have been pushed even further.
People caring for people. Compassion. That's the foundation Gotham was built on. And I have proudly built GothCorp on that same foundation. That's why we're called the People Company. Thank you so much. Please.
Mr. Boyle seems to be after your title as Gotham's biggest philanthropic industrialist.
Gotham needs more people like him.
Bruce,
Hey,
I am blown away by your support.
it's well deserved. You're going to change the world, Ferris.
Hey, we'll change it together, right?
This is such a great introduction to Ferris Boyle. I think they set him up almost like a false prophet, sprouting exactly the kind of words people want to hear. I also love how easily Bruce believes him. It's a really nice touch that subtly shows Bruce's arrogance here, and how that confidence can make him vulnerable to falling for Boyle's promises. And huge shout out to Steven Tabolopsky for voicing Ferris Boyle. I had no idea it was him at first, and I love this guy. He's the Groundhog's Day needle-nosed Ned guy, and he played the principal in one of my favorite sitcoms, The Goldbergs. Finding out it was him honestly blew my mind. I'll circle back to his performance towards the end because that's when he really goes off as the villain.
It's almost midnight, and you all know what that means. Let's get this New Year's Eve party going with the... Forget to pay your heating bill, Bruce?
I've always liked this guy, the way he cracks his knuckles and then sweeps the keys to make that glissando sound. It's a nice subtle touch to the scene. I also love how nobody else on stage reacts to the sudden drop in temperature, only this chick does. Guess they decide to drop the subtitles when the goons come crashing in, though one of them does shout out, "Happy New Year's, everybody!" You can also very briefly hear the piano keys when the guy gets frozen on the piano. Not gonna lie, that is a sick entrance for Freeze here.
You can hear Bruce's voice noticeably deepen when he contacts Alfred during the arrival of Mr. Freeze.
Alfred,
And we can hear it change again when talking to Vicky Vale in the next room.
stay with Alfred. He'll keep you safe.
Hold it right there!
Not the first time we've seen Bruce get hit with a gun like that. The first time was by the Tiger Guards in Arkham City.
Butler's gone crazy.
Are you cowards afraid of an old man?
Just take it easy. Hope that face wasn't worth something. Oh, look at the rich boy.
I like how the goon says he's going crazy when that's just self-defense, my guy. And I will say, Alfred looks pretty good, all things considered, given that Bane beat him to death last week. I feel like they should have put an arm brace or show some kind of bruising to showcase it. That would have been a really nice detail.
Are you okay?
I've been through worse. These are Penguin's men. What do they want with Ferris?
I'm not sure. They're being led by someone in a mechanized suit. I need to find Ferris before they do.
Well, you're no use to us dressed like that. You need to put on your other suit. The closest entrance to the Batcave is in the study.
Alfred is just like, go gear up, we need Batman.
All throughout Wayne Manor, we can find different paintings and photos, so here are some of my favorites. We can see a portrait of Sir Gawain of Wayne, and I believe this is a reference to the character of Sir Gawain, who was referred to as the Silent Knight during his appearance in New Earth. He was a knight of the Round Table during Arthurian legend.
I really love that we get to explore a bit of Wayne Manor here in this DLC. Definitely a highlight. It's something that's always stuck with me from playing this DLC. And I honestly wish we could get more moments like that throughout the games, though maybe that's something we'll see more in the future. This picture looks really similar to the one we saw back at Sionis's place. Some unique statues here give me a League of Assassin vibes. There's a bit of foreshadowing here with all the fire extinguishers, whether it's hinting at the fire that's going to come later, or just giving you tools to use during combat. Either way, it always catches my attention. Alfred's head following Bruce here really stood out to me. It immediately reminds me of how Joker kept watching you back on the gurney in Arkham Asylum.
There's Bruce. He'll help us. Bruce, do you have a minute? Someone said an iceberg just exploded in the ballroom. I need details. What happened? Who do you think?
Where's Ferris?
He never made it to the interview. Wait, you're not going out there alone, are you?
It's always nice to see Vicky Vale again. It does make me wonder if they started their relationship or situationship, I don't know what to call it to be honest, because she generally sounded concerned about him going out there alone.
We can also see two photos, one of which showing the construction of Wonder Tower, and another showing Bruce Wayne with Alfred holding the key to the city, which too can be seen on a wall.
I also love this photo right here, which I'm guessing is Bruce and his dad, maybe on a safari trip, which leads me to my other thought. Is it just me or does this boar head look way too big? I guess that pretty much confirms that they did go on a safari hunting trip.
Be careful passing through the library, sir. Penguin's men have infiltrated the entire manor.
You keep out of harm's way. No more heroics.
These animals don't frighten me.
Alfred.
You'd better get to the wine cellar before I have to take on Penguin's entire gang myself.
Oh, I just love these two. Once again, Alfred proving he's the best dad, just being such a caring parent figure. It's also really nice to see their dynamic clearly growing in a healthy way, and it feels like it's a great continuity from where we left them in the main story. There's some really fun henchman dialogue if you hang around for a bit.
Oh man, look at all this stuff. I'm gonna be rich.
Don't forget, I called dibs on those pearls. I've taken them before we torch this.
Gotta say, that planet thing up there is pretty damn cool.
I ain't found a damn thing in here but more books. Anyone see our boy Ferris? Who's got time to read this much? Seriously. Oh, Ferris! Come on up, Pookie!
I generally don't remember the Pookie line, but wow, that might be my new favorite henchman line.
Finally, and this isn't exactly a painting, but it seems like the pearl necklace in the study is perhaps his mother's or some kind of replica.
I mean, they have to be, right? Why else he would be keeping these specific ones in a case like this? Could this dragon statue be a reference to Sun Tzu? I find it a bit humorous that they keep reusing the same paintings from earlier, like, oh, they won't notice it popping up over and over again.
Hell if I know. Just smash the barrel. Penguin wants it all smashed. Why's Penguin so eager to bust up the Wayne mansion?
The Waynes ruined the karma pots back in the day.
Well, so he says. That makes sense. You don't get to the top without stepping on a few heads, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing back there except more wine. 40 ounce. Is that expensive? It's not 40 bucks. It's Bordeaux. Oh, sorry. Bordeaux. Is that expensive or what?
We're inside Wayne Manor, doofus. It's all expensive.
So why's Penguin got us working with this Mr. Freeze?
Why do you think? Did you see that ice ray?
You mean Freeze forced him?
Hell no. We help Freeze get Boyle, and he gets us more of those ice ray things.
Ah, I hope I get one. You probably just freeze yourself with it. I'll freeze your damn trap shut.
Ooh, that might hurt if it came from a guy who didn't live in his mother's basement.
Hey, I rent that room from her.
Gosh, I love the henchman dialogue here. I already mentioned this back in part 4 of the Arkham Origin series, but the goon banter just feels so genuine. Like I've said it before, it comes across more naturally to me than the other Arkham games in the series. And that's not to say those were bad or unfunny at all. I just personally prefer this almost comic book vibe this game leans into a bit more with the dialogue. Also, the clap back to that guy living in his mom's basement, I honestly don't blame him, especially with the economy these days.
Sir, if you'd come out of that cave more than once a week, you'd know that the Batcave entrance is in the wine cellar's tasting room. Look for the statue.
I can't get enough of Alfred's sass in this game. Come on, that's just laziness with the fingerprints there.
Secret tunnel, through the manor,
Ta-da! Watch yourself in that tunnel, sir. It's still suffering from the damage our visitor did on Christmas Eve.
I love the way Alfred says visitor here. I don't know why, but it always reminds me of Darth Vader in Return of the Jedi when he says...
First, protesters. Their presence only infuriating the people and inflating the numbers of citizens taking to the streets. Angry at the corruption revealed just 7 days ago, the mayor has asked for citizens to be patient while he determines who will replace Gillian Loeb as police commissioner. But his request has been drowned out by the protester demands for real change.
Fantastic detail with the radio host catching us up on the events after Christmas night. A great way to make the narrative feel larger in scope than what we directly seeing.
Master Bruce, I caught a glimpse of your mechanized man. These hooligans are calling him Mr. Freeze. You might consider donning your extreme environment suit.
The XE suit? It's not ready for deployment.
Oh dear, I hear helicopters. More penguin brutes. Do hurry.
Ooh, first mention of the XE suit. I can't wait for that. Why did I say it like that? What the hell? Get it together. Also, I did not do this camera turn. It did it by itself. I was kind of taken back from that. And the way Alfred says...
More penguin brutes.
I don't know why, but that just tickles me. It's nice to see Bruce clean up the Batcave after Bane completely trashed his place last week. And you can even spot Wayne Manor on the security camera footage. Easy to miss detail.
I don't have time to prep the XE suit for deployment. I'll need Alfred to put the finishing touches on it.
I always wondered what the finishing touches were on the suit. Wish they went into detail a bit more on that. What's up with this awkward zoom-in shot? It's so bad and completely unnecessary. Honestly, it's just like the Harley Quinn shot back in the asylum.
Alfred mentions that the glue grenade we acquired in the base game is no longer operable, which brings the game back in line with the series' continuity, which is always appreciated.
Sir, before you ask, the formula we used for your glue grenades was unstable. What was left after Christmas Eve was degraded into dust.
It's common knowledge that within the base game we can see the beginnings of the Arkham Asylum Batmobile, but did you know if returning to the same spot in Cold Cold Heart, we can see two tires that look awfully similar to the tires on the Dark Knight Tumbler and Batpod. Also within the Batcave, we can find a newspaper that mentions a monster-sized crocodile in the sewers, showing that despite our best efforts, Killer Croc is back on, or I guess under, the streets. I like this detail a lot because it seemed like Killer Croc was a bit unaccounted for after Arkham Origins.
Alfred, what happened to the power?
Sir, you must hurry. They're setting the manor ablaze. I've managed to get most of the guests into the east and south wings, but... Hey, it's the butler!
Alfred. Alfred!
I love the best dad. He immediately takes charge and helps the civilians to get out. And now the security footage actually shows the fire in the manor. A bit of unique animation with the goons throwing the Molotovs.
You're lying, old man. That book was over 1,200 years old. So what? Who wants some old book?
Damn it, Alfred.
That's a great line read.
Turned your boss's skin blue.
Freeze! He ain't our boss. You want to talk to the penguin? Hey, Motormouth.
Keep your mouth shut about the boss.
What? Oh, right.
And it's Mr. Freeze. I wouldn't piss him off if I was you.
You seriously call him Mr.?
You ain't met this guy, have you?
Is he going to kill Ferris?
Probably. You seen his eyes? He don't look like a happy fella, if you know what I mean.
Would you stop hitting on our hostage? She's using you for information.
Yeah, I know, but... It's Vicky Vale, man.
Oh my gosh, the way he whispers that, it's Vicky Vale, man. Oh, the earnest in that delivery, it's just... Oh, just too perfect for this game. And hey, coin in the thirst jar for that honest comment.
Son of a bitch!
Oh my gosh, I seriously don't remember half these lines. This is amazing. Oh, that was a very creative way to say that too.
Sir, are you all right?
Thanks to you, the hero of Christmas Eve come to rescue us from the...
Can I trust you'll get these people to safety?
Of course. Now that you've dealt with most of these hooligans...
You should restore power to your sprinkler system to deal with these fires.
Not to worry. I won't allow Wayne Manor to burn to the ground. Thank you for the rescue, Batman. But I believe the young miss said that Mr. Boyle needs your help.
I really like how Bruce is kind of nonchalant to Alfred in public, while Alfred almost feels like he's low-key fangirling to help sell it and make it seem more sincere. It's kind of a cute detail.
You know, you really should do an exclusive with me. The people want to know what you're all about.
I've got more important things to do.
This is important. You've become a hot issue for this city. You need to state for the record what you're trying to accomplish.
My actions state that loud and clear.
I like to think Vicky's been trying to get Batman to do an exclusive interview for years, especially since she asked again so much later in Arkham City. It's a funny thought. Also, wouldn't these people be wondering where Bruce is? Like, wouldn't it be kind of weird that Batman shows up, but Bruce Wayne isn't here also? It feels pretty obvious that they could put 2 and 2 together.
Keep struggling, Boyle.
Yeah, you want to get shot?
Mr. Freeze is on the way.
Who did you say?
Ooh, I really like this bit of fear and surprise in Boyle's delivery there.
Get you out of here.
I heard about you.
I have no quarrel with you.
Then you crashed the wrong party.
Freeze? What do you want with me?
I just require a moment of your time.
Once again, great line deliveries all around, especially Batman telling Freeze.
Then you crashed the wrong party.
With Ferris freaking out when seeing Freeze, and when Freeze says,
I have no quarrel with you.
It mirrors a very similar line from BTAS, where he says, this matter doesn't concern you. You can really tell they wanted to draw strong parallels to this episode, even down to the wording of the script.
Where is he taking Ferris?
I don't know. I promise.
Do you have any idea how many of your friends I sent to the hospital on Christmas Eve?
Look, one of Penguin's dealers. He's doling out the weapons Freeze gave us. He must know. We were supposed to meet up in South Gotham.
You can meet up in the emergency room instead.
Do you think he comes up with these threatening lines on the spot, or do you think he practices them? Bruce is probably thinking right now, man, I'm gonna get a great insurance claim out of this.
You're almost to South Gotham. I hope Penguin's dealer can tell you what this Mr. Freeze has done with our friend.
Targeting someone like Ferris Boyle. It's sickening.
I know you'll bring him to justice, sir.
I'll see this one wheeled into Blackgate on a gurney.
I freaking love this line. It's one of those moments I've always remembered from playing this DLC. It lives rent-free in my head. It's easily one of my favorites. He's just so angry and pissed. It's so good. Also foreshadowing that he in fact is gonna bring someone in a gurney, but not the way you think.
Dispatch, confirming that code 3. Looks like these anarchy fanatics are taking advantage of the lack of police presence down here.
Roger 8-2. Continue to monitor. Do not engage without backup.
No chance of that.
I should deal with those anarchy followers. But first I need to track down Penguin's dealer and find out where Freeze has taken Ferris.
Having some of Anarchy's followers still around is a really nice touch. There would realistically be plenty of people who still believe in his movement, so it makes sense that some of them are still around causing trouble in the city.
Where's Freeze?
You think I know?
You plan on celebrating the new year in traction?
Okay. He made a deal with Penguin. Weapons in exchange for some stiff. Ferris Boyle. He's in GothCorp last I saw.
You're lying. GothCorp doesn't make weapons.
What? No, GothCorp, I swear! Look, I've got the entry codes!
I'll take those. It doesn't make sense. GothCorp involved in weapons tech. There's got to be more to this.
This scene makes perfect sense. Bruce is still kind of in denial about GothCorp here. He wants to believe there's a bigger picture, and that same mindset causes him to judge Freeze too quickly. He focuses on the kidnapping without fully seeing who Ferris really is, and I've always found this to be some really endearing character development in this DLC. Did that hurt, or did he enjoy it? Honestly, I can't even tell. Better throw a coin in the jar just to be safe.
If this goes someplace, you come running.
Sure thing, boss.
It's easy to miss since you're probably focused on Penguin in this scene, but this goon is actually beating up the guard we'll eventually go talk to.
Those men were armed. How'd you do that?
Where are they taking Ferris?
Mr. Boyle? They're heading to the propellant research wing. These guys have been raiding the whole facility.
Such a subtle detail, but the security guard is a bit slow to respond, rubbing his head and hands since he clearly just got the crap beaten out of him. It adds a lot to this conversation. You can see Pamela Isley, aka Poison Ivy, guest pass on the desk here, which makes sense since she probably wanted to go see the organics lab for GothCorp. It's a nice bit of environmental storytelling.
The GothCorp Organics Lab is devoted to researching cellular cryogenics in plants. The future is exciting, here at the People Company.
This showcase here works really well for GothCorp, and the way the announcer talks was just like Ferris did in his speech. It really shows how he's selling the corporate BS for people to listen to. And sadly, it works, as we saw Bruce Wayne being completely in awe of him at the party.
Holy crap! I saw you on GNN! You just saved my life.
It's kind of cute to see some people starting to fan over Batman. The goons with the freeze guns add such a great challenge to the combat. I'm really glad they include them in the DLC.
My boss has the codes you need. Those goons have them in the organics lab.
Kind of wish Batman had said something like, your boss is safe, or something along those lines. Cool Easter egg with the rat catcher's gear here. I don't know why he would just leave it on the floor when there's perfectly fine lockers in here, but I guess the devs really wanted to make sure you saw it. I really like the camera angles in this scene. This is one of those shots that always stuck with me when I think about this DLC. It makes this place feel so much bigger.
Alert. Unauthorized activation of access panel D.
Great detail when it starts to get cold and the ice begins to form on the player's view. It's really simple, but it makes the players connect with Batman more, knowing that it's freezing as hell in there.
Give me Boyle, or I'll freeze this entire room.
Oh, I know you won't. Boyle's got the code you need, and I ain't giving him up unless I get what he's giving you.
What's behind this door is of no interest to you.
I love how this DLC starts the rivalry between Freeze and Penguin, and we can clearly see that it hasn't changed over the years since it continues in Arkham City. Oh my gosh, Freeze is about to rip his head off. I never really noticed that before. I always thought he was grabbing his shoulder or arm. No wonder he screams, "Don't."
Now you belong to me.
I'll give you one chance to let him go.
Threats are meaningless to a man who has lost everything.
I love that line Freeze says here. It directly mirrors what he tells Batman in BTAS. Beyond emotions, they are frozen dead within me. Maurice LaMarche is absolutely incredible as Freeze in this DLC. He strikes the perfect balance between total emotional restraint and subtle humanity, which really defines his character in the same way Michael Ansara did in the TV series. It's so good, and honestly, I don't think LaMarche gets nearly enough credit for this role. Penguin's gun and arm appearing double through the fractured ice, wrapped by refraction, is such a great throwaway detail that I bet most people never notice. I love this kind of stuff.
So, what are we gonna do?
Want to hit a liquor store, then maybe a strip club?
We do that every year.
See, this is the problem with New Year's Eve. You always got such high expectations, and then it's such a letdown. I think I'm just gonna turn in early. Hey, jeez. When did you become such a crotchety old buzzkill?
Squirrel wonk. More booze and chicks for us.
This guy is literally me. I always turn in early on New Year's because I like my sleep, and I'm a morning person, so I'm up early anyway. I'm fully happy to be a crockety old buzzkill. Thank you very much. If you take too long, Alfred reminds you to get the XE suit.
Sir, if you hope to deal with Mr. Freeze, you're going to need the XE suit. It's in the drop container on the roof near my alibi.
I guess they moved the hand scanner higher in later years, since this one is awkwardly below. I so geek out every time I see this suit. It's just so badass. They did an amazing job designing it.
The thermal gloves should help you deal with most ice you encounter, sir, and the suit will provide protection from cold and cryovapor. I just hope its bulk won't slow you down.
The honeycomb structure insulates against extreme cold without increasing weight. It won't slow me down a bit.
The voice modulation works really well as a subtle cue that he's in a new suit, helping the upgrade feel more impactful in the story.
I can use a thermocharged batarang to bring that ice down on top of those thugs.
This could totally kill someone, right? I mean, look at this thing. It's huge, and it could easily crush someone and impale them. It's a bit on the nose, but hey, Batman logic, am I right? Also, I appreciate the Fahrenheit symbol on the gadgets to show what can heat up.
Listen, we ain't going nowhere.
Wait, what? What? What just happened? Why am I in darkness? Loose lips. What's going on? Oh my god, I can still interrogate him. What just happened? I've never seen this glitch before. Oh my god, I hit invisible shadow and that completes the objective, okay. The game literally said, screw you, you can't see loose lips. Oh my god, the whole club is like this? It's not just a room? Oh my gosh, what is this glitch? I've never seen this before. I can see in the room, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All I wanted to go was say hi to my boy Loose Lips and I get everlasting darkness. Thanks, Batman. Happy New Year's to you.
We ain't going nowhere until you tell me exactly where the money...
You stole a cryogenic drill from Gothcorp.
Well, yeah, but it ain't here. Penguin said to sell off the parts. It's in pieces.
Where are they?
I'll tell you. Just don't drop me off a roof, okay?
Maybe next time.
Shout out to Aqua for giving me his Loose Lips footage because of that glitch. But I was gonna say is, I love how they included Loose Lips in this little cameo here in the DLC. You can literally hear him pleading and begging Batman not to drop him off the roof again. And funny enough, I just started playing Arkham Shadows, hint hint, and he's actually in the game, which I already knew, but he even talks about this exact moment with a buddy, saying he was absolutely terrified and basically wet his pants. Knowing that just makes the scene even funnier to watch.
Gotta be out in this stupid weather.
Penguin said to wait for his call. He's setting something up with a buyer.
Yeah, but he ain't called.
You don't think Freeze would have turned on him?
I wouldn't doubt it. That guy ain't human. Looks at everything like it's his next meal.
I know. And those eyes, goggles, whatever, wow, gives me, well, chills. Are you two quivering idiots sure you're in the right line of work?
I love how honest these goons are in this game. It makes them feel so much more human.
Thinking maybe it's time I went legit.
Tell me you're kidding.
I got a wife now. She wants to have a kid. You want to provide for him, don't you? Of course I do. Then you're fresh out of luck. I mean, who's gonna hire you? You got a record. There's gotta be a way out. When you find it, let me know. Until then, let's get back to work.
Oh, that's genuinely one of the sweetest conversations from the henchman I've ever heard. You can hear how vulnerable he is. He actually wants to go straight for his wife and future child. Once again, they make these goons feel so much more human than they have any right to be.
You don't think Mr. Freeze will come looking for these drill parts, do you?
Penguin's probably putting that walking popsicle at the bottom of the arbor.
You really gotta watch yourself. Boss ever hears you imitating them.
What? It's a form of flattery.
Yeah, that's what impressionists say to try to avoid getting their asses handed to them.
Not a bad Penguin impression. I've definitely heard worse. It reminds me of the goons back in Arkham City trying to imitate Joker and Harley. And honestly, some of those were surprisingly really good.
Alfred, I've assembled the cryo drill, but it requires some kind of superconducting fluid to operate.
Here it is, sir. An organic supercoolant used in an experimental lab run by one Victor Freeze.
As in Mr. Freeze.
It seems too great a coincidence to ignore. It says here that Ferris had Mr. Freeze's lab shut down.
If he's a disgruntled employee out for revenge, and this is about more than just stealing weapons tech.
Freeze's lab is under quarantine. Some kind of accident.
I'm on my way back to Gothcorp now.
Hey, I love that line from Batman when he says, as in Mr. Freeze? It's such a great callback to BTS when Freeze corrects him with the, that's Mr. Freeze to you. Fantastic tie-in writing. The glitches are out to get me today in this game.
Okay, so maybe I'm being just a bit obsessive, but this is the only circular vent in the entire series. Not just a circular vent, but one that you enter. Every other vent in the series, in this game, in this very building, is square, but this one is circular. I have been racking my brain for years trying to figure out why, because again, the team has assets for a square vent, and they use those assets in other parts of Gothcorp, so why not here? They don't even have a circular cover for the vent. The cover is square, and then the tip of the vent is given this hexagonal border. Everything with this vent confuses me, and sure, it's meaningless, but also, it's meaningless. Why would you change it to be a circle?
I was going to play devil's advocate for this poor little vent and say maybe they designed it this way to make sure the XC suit had enough room, but then I remembered that when we go confront Freeze, we're in a square vent. So yeah, I have no idea why they did this.
Not a plan beyond the usual shoot him to hell. The lab's still full of cryo vapor and the fans ain't working. I think we're safe. If you manage to get the fans back on, that'll suck the vapor out of that room. Then we charge in shoot. I hope you guys brought extra ammo.
Oh, sweet, sweet goons. I love their logic here. Do they really not think Batman can hear them making this plan?
Plenty of devices within Gothcorp might look familiar to fans of Asylum, and that's because they are the same animation that plays when successfully solving a cryptographic sequencer puzzle in Asylum. I think this is a really creative way of reusing assets, and we can see Rocksteady do this too in Arkham Knight. Within Mr. Freeze's lab, we can find a blueprint for the freeze grenade, something that Victor would eventually finalize in Arkham City and give to Batman. Thank you so much for having me on Arkham Analysis, and if you want to see more of me and learn some more fun stuff about the Arkham games, then feel free to check out my channel. I'm sure there will be a link in the description or something.
Yes, thank you so much, that guy Aqua, for coming along and pointing out some great details in this DLC. Like he mentioned, I'll have his channel linked down below, along with a video I helped him out on not too long ago. Be sure to check it out. When I first saw this, I legitimately freaked out with excitement. It made me so happy that this prop made it into the game. In BTAS, it's my favorite scene of him holding it at the end, given that monologue. It makes me, just as a diehard Batman fan, so happy. The same goes with the wedding photo they include. The level of care in the details is exactly why this DLC is my favorite.
There's more going on here than a simple accident. This security guard's skin has the same blue coloration as Freeze's. I should set up a crime scene. These palm prints are a match for Victor Freeze. He must have watched the security guard die. Freeze scavenged what he needed from various prototypes to build himself a super-cooled survival suit. Spatter analysis suggests a blunt impact. Someone assaulted Freeze with a weapon. The plume enveloped Freeze and the guard. Something was wheeled through this fluid, possibly a gurney. DNA analysis confirms the gun was used to bludgeon Victor Freeze, and fingerprint analysis shows Ferris Boyle. It was Ferris.
This is my favorite moment in the entire DLC, minus the ending cutscene. I just love how we're allowed to put the pieces together ourselves and slowly discover what really happened. It's brilliant storytelling because new players who might not know Freeze's backstory get to walk step by step with Batman, uncovering the truth and seeing the mindset he's going through in real time. I actually love this approach even more than Heart of Ice, where Batman just finds what happens through the tape, which was still fantastic and incredibly emotional, but this just hits so much harder for me. And the way he says Ferris, in almost disbelief, it's so good. Just an incredible scene that I never get tired of experiencing.
Odd. Freeze was secretly doing research on Huntington's Korea, but this is a cryogenic weapons lab. The test subject was Nora Freeze. Now I know what happened here. Boyle escaped ahead of the plume and had the lab quarantined. Victor survived, but he knew that leaving the super-cooled lab would kill him. So he built himself a suit and utilized an organic supercoolant to keep his core temperature sub-zero. All this violence.
Oh my gosh, Roger Clark Smith absolutely kills it here. That line,
He's just trying to save his dying wife,
is delivered so perfectly. There's so much earnest and genuine care in the way he says it. Batman truly understands Freeze's motivations now. And to me, this is the kickoff of the understanding and respect that defines Batman's and Freeze's relationship through the rest of the Arkham series.
Alfred, send Gordon the evidence I've gathered on Boyle's crimes.
I'm sorry, Master Bruce. I know you had high hopes for what Ferris could do for Gotham.
That doesn't matter now. Victor's plan was never to kill Boyle. He needs Boyle's security access to get his wife out of GothCorp. That's all he wants.
And now, you're going to stop him?
I have to.
And are you still going to need that gurney?
I am. But not for Victor.
That gurney line from earlier really pays off here.
You know what I'm gonna do when I get out of here? I'm gonna have Candy pour me a nice hot bath. And then I'm gonna drown you in it.
I'm trying, boss. This ice is tough.
Oh, you completely and utterly dense. Get over here, you numpty bugger. Put your scrawny little neck in my hand so I can strangle some sense into you.
Boss, you gotta calm down. We'll get you out of there, somehow.
Oh, you're a cold-hearted bastard, you know that? You're gonna get me on this damn iceberg?
You're good right where you are.
But you can't leave me here. I'll freeze to death.
Not my problem.
Oh, so you come back to gloat, have you? Oh, I'll hang you with that bloody cape, you hear me?
Nolan North is such a delight as the Penguin. I legit forget that's him half the time. I guess the drill is a one-time use, since we don't see it ever again, nor in the next scene.
It's dangerously low, West. All I want is to get Nora.
I'm giving you the code. I'll see you both dead before I give you a damn thing.
Then join me in my fate. Freeze.
You're a peon, Victor. A plebe. Where are you without me? You've got nothing. No money, no resources. Everything around you I built. Without me, you'd still be turning animals into ice cubes. Go from me, Victor. You thought I'd just let that go?
You still have time, Boyle. Or are you so empty you have nothing to live for?
You'll never save your wife. Look at you. You're out of ideas.
A few more degrees below zero and we'll see if I need any.
You don't have the guts to do it.
Keep stalling and the cold will do it for me.
Great character writing here as we finally see Ferris's true colors come out. He calls Freeze a peon and a plebe. Peon refers to a low-ranking or unskilled worker, and a plebe is used to insult someone as being of a lower social class. It really tells you everything you need to know about how Ferris views people.
Victor, you have to let him go.
I'm taking my wife. You can't stop me.
I know the truth, and so will the police. Boyle will face judgment for his crimes.
I really like how Batman approaches slowly with his hands open, clearly showing that he doesn't want to hurt Freeze. It's such a nice bit of body language detail.
It was an accident. You don't know what you're talking about.
If you listen really carefully, you can hear Ferris scream, "What are you doing?" as the case closes. Something the subtitles don't even pick up.
Nothing matters. Do you understand? Nothing but my Nora!
You've endangered lives all over this city. Nora would never have wanted this.
No. What she wants is to live a long life in the warmth of the sun. Her hand in mine. And because of him, she'll only feel the icy touch of a man whose emotions run as cold as the blood in his veins.
Ooh, such a spectacular scene. I love how Batman tries to connect with Freeze by bringing up Nora, hoping it might be enough to make him stand down. And for a brief moment, when Freeze talks about her, you can feel that spark of hope. We get a glimpse of the humanity that's still in there. But then he's reminded of Ferris, and it all comes crashing back down. Just incredible writing, animation, and voice acting. One thing I do want to point out that is in Arkham City at night, we see Nora with her hair pulled back and wearing a butterfly necklace. But here in this DLC, her hair is down and is wearing kind of like a diamond necklace. It's actually just like in BTS, the sequel episode of Heart of Ice called Deep Freeze. So at some point, Freeze must have pulled her hair back and even changed her necklace in this series, since it's completely different in night. I know it's a small detail, and there's obviously a 10-year gap from this game to night, and it's a total nitpick, but I still wanted to point it out because I do find it kind of interesting. I will say the Freeze boss fight is probably one of the weaker parts of the DLC. It's not terrible or bad, it's just alright. I get that they couldn't simply copy the incredible boss fight from Arkham City and want to do something different, so I can't really fault them for that. It also kind of makes sense that Freeze doesn't adapt here in Origins, considering his tech is much in the prototype stage. His anti-Batman adaptation tech was probably developed after this encounter, and while the fight may not be the most creative, it still lives up to the climax of the DLC story. Overall, it's pretty satisfying. Such a sick takedown. I was genuinely cheering when I watched this. The way the XC suit powers up in the moment makes it feel so cinematic. Ugh, it's just unbelievably cool.
Thanks for doing the heavy lifting, Batman. But you shouldn't have stuck your nose in my business. And here I thought I was going to have a problem explaining what happened in your lab. I mean, the police are never going to look at me after what you did. And with this bat freak dead, there won't be anyone left to say otherwise.
Cryogenic containment failing.
And that just leaves you.
Please, you can save her. You just have to bypass the cryocopter.
Victor! She died! But I'll keep you alive long enough to see her go! No!
I remember my jaw literally dropping to the floor the first time I played this. The way Ferris suddenly became genuinely threatening, just straight up going after Freeze, is wild. He flips on a dime, and it's honestly shocking. Steven Tobolowsky absolutely goes full villain here, and wow, what a performance. I honestly wish he played more villains because he's incredibly memorable, even with such a limited screen time in this game. And I'll say it, I think he does even a better job than Mark Hamill does as Ferris in BTS. To be fair, Tobolowsky did have a bit more time to shine than Mark Hamill did, but this is the voice I always hear when I think of Ferris Boyle. Great detail that you can actually see Freeze's health bar going down as Ferris keeps bashing him. It makes the scene feel way more intense, like there's no time to mess around.
Take a seat, humanitarian.
Yes, my favorite line, just like in BTS when Batman says, "Good night, humanitarian." And honestly, I think it's even better here. I get so giddy every time I hear it.
Cryogenic containment restored.
I love this facial animation. You can really feel Freeze's pain and sadness. But there's also a small glimmer of hope when he realizes that Batman is there to help him, and he truly understands. Once again, it feels like this is the beginning of the understanding and respect that defines the relationship throughout the rest of the Arkham series.
I'm sorry, Victor. I can't give you peace, but I can give you justice.
Absolute cinema. I legit have nothing else to say other than I had a tear in my eye watching this.
Mr. Freeze is being held under heavy guard at Gotham General, receiving treatment for an undisclosed medical condition. Quincy Sharp has suggested that Mr. Freeze is yet another example of the type of criminal that needs the specialized care that only Arkham Asylum can provide. Police credit these arrests to solid police work, but this reporter suspects the vigilante known as the Batman had more than a small role to play. On a personal note, I owe Batman a debt of gratitude for rescuing me from almost certain death earlier this evening. So, thank you, Batman.
Great reminder of the asylum here, and I love the personal message from Vicky Vale and the other citizens to Batman. It really shows that people are starting to notice that he's genuinely the good guy. On a personal note, when I first played this DLC, I remember being a little bummed that there wasn't an end credit scene of Freeze in his cell, maybe looking out the window and seeing Batman. I know that's totally wishful thinking, and this DLC works perfectly fine without it, but I do remember feeling a bit disappointed back then, since it could play off my favorite scene of all time in the Batman animated series.
Congratulations, sir. Victor, Ferris, and even that scoundrel Cobblepot are all in custody. Shall we call it a night, then?
Not yet, Alfred. There's still work to be done.
Alfred is so me. He's like, I'm ready for bed. And I guess no Happy New Year? I was kind of sad he never actually said it. Such a missed opportunity. What else can I say about this DLC that I haven't already said? To me, this is hands down the best DLC in the entire Arkham series. And honestly, one of the best DLC experiences, period. It gives you everything you could ever want. Exploring Wayne Manor, a compelling new villain, new weapons, an incredible new suit, and an unforgettable story and character development. The way it captures the spirit of Heart of Ice while still doing its own thing is amazing and so respectful to the source material. The writing and voice acting here are absolutely unforgettable. I could genuinely ooh and awe about this DLC for hours. I just love it. They portray the relationship between Batman and Freeze so beautifully here, and watching that understanding continue to grow throughout the series, especially with how it wraps up in Arkham Knight, just ties everything together so perfectly. If you haven't played this DLC yet, please do, it's absolutely worth it. If I have to nitpick one thing about this DLC is I probably would introduce the XC suit a bit sooner. Like, you get it right at the halfway point, and I think they should have just had it for majority of this DLC, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. But again, that's a total nitpick. I mean, I didn't like the glitches, that was no fun. But again, this is Arkham Origins, it kinda comes with the turf. As we wrap up the Arkham Origins series, it's time to reveal the final third star count. Drum roll, please. 18 coins. Looks like Arkham City is still holding the record with 20. Now the real question is, can Arkham Shadows break the record or even top it? What's your thoughts on Cold Heart DLC? Let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you want to stay more connected, I post regularly on the community tab about news on Batman media, fun polls, behind the scenes, and so much more. So make sure you click that ding 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 dong on the bell notification so you don't miss out. Also, why not subscribe and join our Bat family? Us nerds need to stick together. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Stay tuned.